Hello guys, welcome back. Today we are going to look at typecasting and type conversion. What if you have something like byte? Let me give it a variable. A is equal to, remember the byte takes over 127 characters. What if I have something like this type, and I want to convert it to another type? So let me first output this, and you see, output A, come here, run, compile, then run. You can see that I'm outputting 127. But what if I want to change this? In Java, we call this type conversion. You can change from one type to another. Yeah. So what if I want to change this to, let me say, an integer? So I'll say int is equal to b, which is equal to a. Then terminate. Now here, what am I saying? I'm saying, are you seeing this variable here? I want to change this variable, the data type, I want to change it to an integer. So I'm changing this number to another type, which is integer. So let me print out this. Come here, compile, then run. You can see it has successfully printed out. So that's how we have managed to change a byte type to an integer type. This has This has this was successful because in an integer can take more than the numbers that the byte can give us. But what if you have uh, an integer? Let me give this like a is equal to 5, 2, 4, like this number here. But remember, and I want to change this to byte. But remember, byte cannot hold more than 127 characters. Remember here that byte takes these numbers here, negative 127 to positive 17 characters, meaning this number, when I try to change it into byte, it can't be converted. They will give us some errors. Let me say byte b is equal to a. I try to terminate. Let me console this out. File, you will see that error, incompatible types, possible loss conversion from int to byte. Now here Java is trying to tell you that here you're trying to convert an integer which is holding a large numbers, and you're trying to convert it to a byte which holds small numbers. Meaning here, here you're going to lose some numbers here in the process. So Java won't allow that. You get? Java is telling you that here the number you are using, an integer, is holding more characters more than the byte can hold. So we have what we call typecasting, whereby you can do this by force. You can come and say, let me cast this. I want to change this byte. So what does this mean? This simply means you don't worry about this, the value that is here. Me, I just want to change this by force, which is called explicit typecasting. This is called implicit typecasting, the one we did up, whereby a small number, can fit into the large number. Let me give you an example. If you have a box of water, a big box of water, which is in this case our integer, it can hold more numbers, meaning if you have like 2 jerrycans of water and you have a big tank of water, these jerrycans here can fit in here. But what if you have a big tank of water and you want to pour, you have no, what if you have small jerrycans and you want to pour in some water which is like a tank, that water won't fit in. So here we have managed to change this, the byte, to an integer, because the byte holds small numbers, meaning this water here the 2 jerrycans can fit into the big tank. But here in this slide, I'm trying to convert here. First remove this. I'm trying to convert an integer, the big tank, and I want it to fit into the small jerrycans, which Java won't allow because you are going to lose some values. It is telling you that your values are going to be what? Are going to be lost. So we have what we call explicit typecasting, whereby you can force this and say, I want to change this by force. You will come here, say, my integer value here, I want to change it to byte by force. So put here like 12, come here, that's run beyond, you see, come here, compile, then run. See that I have successfully printed out what? My integer value, but already changed to the byte value. So what if I have here, you can see that 12 can fit into the byte, but what if I have like more numbers, 300? 300, the integer value, can't fit the byte. So what will Java do? Java will do what we call the modulus. So I can explain this here. We have what we call the modulus symbol, which gets only the what? Which finds only the remainder. Let me say you're having a value like 200. Let me first comment out this. You're having a value like 200, a number like 200. We have what we call the modulus, which is like the percentage. What will this do? This means I want to find simply the range of this 200, meaning the range will be like at 199 here. While using the modulus, it helps you find the remainder. So what will Java do? It will go and look for the range between this number. So, and it will give you a result. So in this case, your result will be like 1. Yeah, it finds the range by it compares these two numbers, this range and the actual number, and finds the remainder. In this case, it will be 1. So if you have something like this, if you have something like 300, an integer, and you are trying to force it explicitly to a byte number, and you know that byte numbers take 127 characters and not more than 127 characters, Java will do a modulus on the number you're trying to change. Meaning in this case, the range between 300, it will be like 299 after getting the modulus. Here, let us compile, see the outcome. Hopefully I'm printing out B, the number that we have changed. Compile, then run. You will see that Java, it is printing out 44, meaning it went on and got the remainder. It went on and got the range between these two numbers. But what if I have and the outcome was 44? What if I have like something like 200, 5, 6, something like this, and I want to change this. This is an integer. I want to change this into what? The byte number. Come here, compile, then run. You see that the difference between the 256 and its range, we are finally getting the 0. So that's the range, and that's how the modulus works behind when you want to force a number, a big number, to the small data types. So here, this is called the type conversion. This is called the casting, whereby you can change the conversion. You can change a small number to a big number. Typecasting, you can change from a bigger number to a small number, whereby they will use the modulus. So what if I want to deal with other numbers like float? I want to change float. So you have float, which is f. Give it like f, say like 5.8. What if I want to change this? Remember, float text in this. So what if I want to change this into what? An integer. So let me say like int is equal to like let me give it like num, which is equal to f, then close. You can see it is refusing because, like I explained earlier, that you are trying uh, to assign float number, which is a decimal number, remember, into an integer number, which is you are giving a float number to type integer, which is a whole number, meaning this line here, you're going to lose some characters. Remember, if you say int, it is going to return a whole number. But here in float, you're having a point here somewhere, meaning you are going to lose uh, the dot 8 somewhere here. So here, Java is trying to tell you that you are going to lose some characters. Meaning here I can come and say, I want to do type casting. What am I changing? I want to change this to an integer. You get? I want to change this to an integer. I don't care if I'm going to lose some characters, because here this you will lose characters here. The dot characters will be lost, meaning it will output only 5. So come here, compile, then run. You see that we have successfully outprinted 5, because Java here, I'm telling Java, I'm not caring about the other characters. I want to print out my whole number, or I'm changing this float number into an integer. So what if I have something like double? Remember, double takes in more characters or more decimal numbers than float does. So I say double, which is equal to 13 point. This now I'll use something like float again, because I want to convert a small value into a big value, like float, which is like which is let me say here, which is like 0.9, then terminate. Then I want to change this to double. Here I'm dealing with decimal numbers, double, which is t. I'm changing this to, so let me output like t. So for the start, and there is another thing that Java introduced recently. You can say, but this one is only used for the beginning process. For beginners, it is not advisable for a person who is doing the company data to do this. You can, instead of writing 2 lines, like remember, we used to first compile, then we run. You can do it in 1 line. Hello, Java. This was introduced in Java 14. Yeah, Java 14 and above. So if you get some errors when running this, meaning you have to update your JDK to the latest version. So let me run. You see that my number is successfully printed out. But remember, this is a double, which takes in more characters. Yeah, meaning to output more characters than the float number. Yeah, so that's simply what we call type conversion and typecasting. You can change a smaller number into a bigger number, which is type conversion, but you can also change a bigger number into small number into a small number, which is called type casting. So here we are only changing, or we are only dealing with data types. But what if I have something like there is something called type promotion? So what if I have something, an integer, which is so like num1 is equal to 20. Okay, let me, instead of dealing with integers, I'll deal with bytes. that has or that takes more numbers. Okay, and here byte, which is num2 got 30, then terminate. So what if I'm having these two numbers? So in Java, you can do some operations. You can multiply. So what if say num1 times num2 and terminate, then give this type byte, then result. Give this a type and a variable. But remember here, Java is trying to tell you. Let's look at this a moment. I'm saying byte. Remember, byte takes in characters which are from -127 to +127. I'm saying here, my num1 is 20, my num2 is 30, but I'm trying to multiply these two numbers, which the answer will be more than the what? Which the answer will be more than the range that the byte type can take. Meaning here, this won't what? So let me try to run this. You will see. Run. You see that it is impossible that the result can't be byte because we are getting the answer that you are getting is out of range on what byte can hold. Hopefully I'm clear here. You can pause and go back slowly for you to understand this. So here we have what we call type promotion, whereby you can promote a type. Meaning here I can promote this type into int. Remember that int can hold more than many values. The num is 20, num2 is 30, but num1 and num2 are bytes. But I can do type promotion on the result. So let me print out this. Come here, run. You see that I have successfully printed out, or I have successfully multiplied these two numbers and got out our result. So that's what we call, today we have looked at type promotion, and here we are dealing with only primitive data types. But in the coming videos, we are going to look at how we can convert the objects, the arrays, the non-primitive data types. So that's it for today. Today we have looked at type conversion, type casting, and type promotion, whereby we have seen what type conversion is, and what type casting simply is. Thank you guys.